Complex numbers for AC analysis, rectangular, polar, and exponential forms. So this lecture explains why complex numbers are required in AC analysis, the real and imaginary parts of complex number, the three forms, that is rectangular, polar, and exponential forms for writing complex number, the conversion between different forms, and the best forms for different mathematical operations. So let's start with basic introduction. So if we have three impedances, that is resistive impedance is 3 ohms, inductive impedance is J4, and capacitive impedance is minus J5, then we can see that J is added in inductive and capacitive impedances, which represents the imaginary terms. So J is simply under root of minus 1, which in mathematics is given by iota, which is under root of minus 1 itself. But I in electrical engineering is taken by electrical current, therefore we write J instead of I. So let's start with complex numbers. So it simply is a number which allows us to represent both magnitude and phase of an AC quantity. Therefore, it forms the mathematical foundations for phasors, impedances, AC circuit analysis, and Laplace transforms. So let's start with concept 1, that is, what is a complex number? So complex number is one which has a real and imaginary part, and its mathematical representation is something like this, that is Z is equal to A plus JB, where A is the real part and B is the imaginary part, which is multiplied with J, which is equal to under root of minus 1 to represent that it's the imaginary part. So in case of electrical domain, the impedance is represented by a complex number where the real part is resistance and the imaginary part is reactance. So let's start with an example. So the question is, identify real and imaginary part of this number. Pause the video and solve this. So the real part is simply this value, that is 15, and imaginary part is simply this value, that is 8. Now plotting the complex number, so we start with the real part, which is plotted on the x-axis, then we plot the imaginary part on the y-axis, then we combine the both. Therefore the vector sum of this 4 and 3 comes out to be this vector, that is 3 plus J4, and this vector is simply the magnitude of the impedance, and the angle between this vector and the real axis is known as the phase angle. Concept 2, that is rectangular form. The complex number which was written mathematically, that Z is equal to A plus JB, is simply called as the rectangular form of complex numbers. See with an example. So if you have an impedance with the resistance 25 ohms and capacitive reactance 8 ohms, then your question is to represent it in rectangular form. So pause the video and solve it. So since the capacitive reactance is represented by multiplication with negative J, therefore the rectangular form becomes Z is equal to 25 minus J8 ohms. Concept 3 is that of the polar form. So this is a form which directly tells us about magnitude and phase angle, and the complex number A plus JB in polar form is written as R angle theta, where R is the magnitude and theta is the phase angle. So R is simply under root of A square plus B square, and theta is equal to tangent inverse of B by A. So let's see an example. So the question is to convert 3 plus J4 into polar form. Pause the video and try to solve it. The magnitude is simply under root of A square plus B square, that is under root of 3 square plus 4 square, which comes out to be 5. And the phase angle is tangent inverse of B by A, that is 4 by 3. And this comes out to 53.13 degrees. Therefore, the polar form representation is 5 angle minus 53.13 degrees. Concept 4 is that of the exponential form. So from Euler's formula, we know that e raised to power j theta is cos theta plus j sin theta. So the complex number in polar form R angle theta is directly written as Z is equal to R e raised to power j theta, and this is the exponential. So let's see an example. Express this polar form complex number into exponential form. So the expression simply becomes 8 e raised to power j 30 degrees. And finally, the conversion between different forms. So first is a rectangular to polar conversion. So rectangular is A plus JB. Magnitude is written as under root of A square plus B square. Phase angle is tangent inverse of B by A. And the polar form is R angle theta. Then polar to rectangular form, this is the polar form. To convert it into rectangular form, we have to first find out A, which is R cos theta, B is R sin theta. So therefore rectangular form becomes A plus JB. And finally, polar to exponential form. So if we have a polar form, that is R angle theta, it is directly written in exponential form, that is R e raised to power j theta. Let's see an example. So convert this polar form complex number into rectangular form. Pause the video and solve it. So the real part becomes simply r cos theta, that is 10 cos 60, which is 5. The imaginary part becomes r sin theta, that is 10 sin 60, which is 8.66. Therefore, the rectangular form becomes 5 plus j 8.66. For addition and subtraction, we use rectangular forms. For multiplication and division, we use polar forms. And the exponential form is used when we do advanced mathematics. So, homework question: complex impedance is given by 8 plus j. You have to find out real part, imaginary part, magnitude, phase angle, rectangular form, polar form, and exponential form. So, solve this question and post your answers in the comment box.